for the first time ever, just because I figure since I'm staring at a website and you don't have all the bright and beautiful colors of SpongeBob Tower Defense to distract you, I thought I would give you this beautiful face. This could be something that entertains you and distracts you. It's like 2 videos at once. It's kind of like watching a Minecraft speed run as you're watching TikTok or something. This is the brain rot you need. You can watch the screen with the tier list and the screen with my face. So, W, am I right? Okay, so, as you guys know, update 18 came out yesterday evening, and we buffed like every single unit in the game, and if they didn't get a buff, it's because they were already buff, okay? And I thought, why not go through and make an official tier list of every unit in the game, minus Madam Hagfish and the King Jellyfish unit, just because they're brand new to this update, and I want to give them time to simmer before we rank them. I want to give you guys time to use them before we rank them. So we're going to start this thing off. I'm going to take some of your guys' opinions. I have multiple codes to give you guys, and it's going to be really good. So get locked in, get hyped. And you know what? I think we're going to start with the commons, and not every common is going to be F tier, okay? I don't want to do it like that, but I also have a list up, okay? I have a list up on my other screen here that actually shows, like, how far they go in endless, because we now have a really handy dandy sheet for that. So I'm going to use that as like a way to reference. Okay, so let's get started. We're gonna start with the commons first, and I gotta find them. Oh my gosh. Oh my, I see it. Okay, here we go. Common SpongeBob. Now, the commons, I am gonna put a lot of them in F tier, because if you play the game for more than 1 day, you don't really need more of them, so I mean, you shouldn't be using them anymore. You gotta move on, okay? I know you're attached to some of these common units, but after you play the game for a couple hours, they don't have a lot of use, except for one, and I'll get to it. But okay, SpongeBob F tier, still a good unit when you're starting the game, but he is not going to win you championships, okay? Also, guys, don't forget to hit the like button. When we hit 1,500 likes, I'm going to drop the first code. I got a handful of codes to give you guys. They're pretty good. They got an interesting thing each, in my opinion. And if we unlock the final code, it's a bit beefier. It's a bit better, so lock in. Okay, so let's go ahead. We got SpongeBob common. He's F tier. Still a good unit. If that's the only unit you got, he's worth using. I am like literally scanning all of these units. Where? Okay, here we go. Patrick, F tier. He's just the common. Nothing against him. Same with Squidward. Nothing against these units. If you love them, great. Rock them all the way to the end of the game, but they are not going to do much for you. And the common Sandy, boom, F tier. And I'm probably going to go in this order. This might be controversial. I think I'm going to go Patrick is like the best one, then Squidward and SpongeBob. Sandy's solid. I actually am going to move Sandy right here. SpongeBob's probably the worst unit in the game for how far you can go in endless. Outside of this next unit, which is the common Gary, but, okay, this is a big but. Bigger than any butt you've ever seen. This dude does slow, okay? So until you can get your hands on a Slappy Laszlo or a handsome Squidward or a Dream Gary, this is the dude for you. And I mean, it's so easy to get a bunch of them, 5-star him. It's easy to get a shiny Wumbo version even and 5-star that, get Pursuit on it or something like that, so you have mass reach, or even throw Jellyfish Jam on one of these units and use them as like a totem unit to boost all of your other units. So D tier for Gary. Best of the commons because of the utility. It doesn't wear as quickly. As soon as you get an uncommon or a rare unit, you're going to replace these immediately. But this dude could stay in your lineup because of the slow. Now, let's go to the uncommons. And this, a lot of the great buffs came in, okay? So a lot of the units have been made better. But I still think, you know, uncommon, it's not something you're going to use. Most people aren't rocking an uncommon starter. So I'm going to put all of the uncommons pretty much in the D tier, except maybe 2 of them. So I'm going to drop Barnacle Boy, a Goofy Goober, Gene Scallop. I am going to go C tier for Gene, and the best uncommon unit, in my opinion, is this Barnacle Boy Patrick. But Gene, with his Pierce now and the buff we've given him, he's actually really good, dude. Like, Gene can go 70 waves in Conch Endless. So, good dude. Same with, like, Barnacle Boy Patrick. Now we got to find the last couple uncommons, and this is like needle in a haystack. These are preference. I'm probably going to put Barnacle Boy last just because I'm so scarred with how bad he was forever. But these are all pretty much tied. There's not a huge difference between some of these uncommons. It's almost more of like a preference at this point. You know what? Okay, Barnacle Boy's the worst. Bubble Bass is the second worst. That seems fair to be. Goofy Goober Wader is a little bit worse than Bubble Bass. And then we need one more. I need to find him. Where is Jim? I know you guys are easily seeing these, and I'm the only one that can't. But where is Jim? 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 Dude, don't tell me we forgot. I know he's going to be in here. I know I'm going to be working through the rares, and I'm going to see him. Guys, help me out. Where is he? Did I already place? No, I didn't place him already. Where is Jim? I don't see him at all. We are only 100 likes away from the first code. Oh, here he is. Okay, so Jim, I'm going to put him just above Barnacle Boy, but these two are pretty much like tied. And then Bubble Bass is probably one of the best uncommons here, but Gary still, because there's no uncommon that does slow, is going to best these uncommons, but these are significantly stronger than these four, so they're going to go C tier. What do you guys think so far of the tier list? We made it through common and uncommon. We're going to get into some of the controversial stuff now. And some of this is going to come down to, obviously, your opinion and how you play the game. But, you know, get ready, because here it comes. Oh, wait, we forgot about Karate SpongeBob. Okay, I forgot about Karate SpongeBob. I'm going to put him right here. He's a single attack unit or a line unit, I'm pretty sure. So he doesn't pierce through targets like Gene, and obviously Barnacle Boy Patrick does splash, but he does go about 70 rounds in Endless. So he'll go C tier 2 above these. So if you are rocking or looking for a cheap starter that you can place 5 of, any of these 3 are pretty good options. Not going to lie. Okay, now let's go to the rare. This is where it gets controversial. This is where it gets difficult. Let's start with the ones that I feel like are the worst, and I'm probably going to put a couple of these in C tier, and then the rest will go into some of the Bs at this point. I mean, most of them will probably be in C tier. This is going to be hard, though. Okay, so C tier, right off the rip, let's just get my boy. I literally just saw him. Where did he go? Where did he go? Kevin C. Cucumber, okay. B tier, he is much better from his buff, but still not the best unit. Then we are going to find Lord Royal Highness. I think these two are very much the same or very similar in how good they are and their attack type. So if you have one of these and you don't have any other rares, it's probably better to use these than some of the other stuff. But we're going to keep them in C tier just above these uncommons. Then I am going to throw... Now this is going to be the first controversy, okay? Actually, the first of 2. Grandma SquarePants, and then Pearl will round off the C tier, okay? Now, Pearl used to be the GOAT of starters. If you guys have been here since the beginning of the game, GOAT of starters. We're already at 1,500 likes. Let me grab the code for you guys. But Pearl used to be the GOAT of starters. Let me go grab. So this is the first code. I said the first 2 are like one interesting thing each, with the third code being something a little bit more of a package. But here's the first code. It is Bring Me to Tears, but Tears like a tier list. Get it? Get it? Because I'm doing a tier list. Bring Me to Tears. Now at 2,500 likes, we will drop another code. So keep hitting that like button, subscribe, turn on those notifications. We're going to daily videos, baby. But okay, Pearl used to be like the starter GOAT. She's fallen down a little bit. She did get a buff. Okay, so she goes 126 waves, and she's full AoE. That's why I'm putting her above these, because these are, I believe, line for Kevin C. Cucumber and Lord Royal Highness, and then Granny is Pierce, so a little bit better than line in my opinion, but okay, Pearl's gonna round out the C tier. I don't know if I'm gonna put anyone else in C tier. You know what? I'm going to put Mrs. Puff in C tier, and she does go a little bit further. Oh, actually, she goes like 13 waves further than Pearl, but I'm gonna put her just above Grandma because Pearl's easier to use. She is full AoE, covers a lot more area. You don't have to worry about her as much. And Mrs. Puff is Pierce. But she's a better Pierce unit than Grandma. So, and you could check me on that, baby. I've played this game so much this week, balancing these units. I can say this for certainty. This is the order it goes. And I'm going to link this tier list at the end of the stream. So if you guys want to make your own tier list, you can, because we uploaded all these images professionally ourselves. And stop saying L, Barticle. You're L. How about that? Huh? How does that feel? Huh? Not good? Huh? Boom. I'm going to time you out for 30 minutes and poof. Gone. Vaporware. And that code wasn't an L, it was a challenge crate. I said each of the first 2 codes is one interesting thing, and then the third code, if you guys are nice, and not spamming L, is going to be even better. But, you know, that's only because I'm feeling super kind, obviously, and I love you guys. Okay, we got to continue. Otherwise, I could talk all day. Now, the next units I want to look at is Old Man Jenkins. I got to find Old Man Jenkins. Old Man Jenkins? Old Man Jenkins. Old man, dude, this is the hardest part about these tier lists. Oh, there he is. He's going to be a little bit better than Pearl, but still C tier. He's AoE, not as big of AoE as Pearl, but he's definitely much stronger than Pearl by like 14, 15 waves. So I think since he is also full AoE, even though it's smaller, he's almost a better option than Pearl. Now, obviously, if you have a 5-star Pearl or something, still good. You don't need to care about this. Like, they're pretty close, but he's a little bit better. Okay, we're almost done with the C tier completely. This one is going to be controversial, and it's the last controversy of rares, hopefully. Bangeek Squidward, top of the C tier, okay, guys? This guy's almost pushing B tier. So close. Full AoE, massive AoE. He goes like 140 waves, just like Old Man Jenkins. So way more AoE than Old Man Jenkins. He tops him out. Better than Pearl, better than all the rest. But C tier. Thank you for the $1 yogurt storm. I appreciate you. I also missed a super chat that Tyson sent me. Who do you think will win, Dream or Declarius? I'm not sure. What is that? Is that Minecraft? Is that Minecraft related? I have no idea. I don't know who's gonna win. Okay. Is that gonna wrap the C tier? That is gonna wrap the C tier. Yes. I feel good about that. That's C tier. It's locked. Where are we at right now, guys? We're halfway through the rares. How are you feeling about the tier list? I feel like it's fair because we got some really good, secrets, mythics, legendaries that are going to, dominate the A through S+. So, I feel like we're in a really good spot. W's, I appreciate the W's. BB Morris, thank you. Nerf Mermaid Man. Now, Mermaid Man, because of his attack type, it looks like he's doing crazy damage, but I'm going to pull out the chart here, guys. Mermaid Man goes 238 waves as a mythic. There is mythics that go like 240, 252, 266. So he's not the best mythic. His damage numbers just look insane. And we're going to try to figure out a way to make the damage numbers look more realistic for everybody. Because I feel like certain attack types, their damage number just doesn't look as high as it actually is. Like a good example is Olympian SpongeBob. His damage looks like 3,000 or 4,000. But he's the strongest unit in the game. He goes the furthest in our endless tests. So it can be deceiving. And we're working on making that more accurate. So it can be more of like, oh, if it's got a higher damage, it could necessarily be a better unit as long as its cooldown is good and stuff like that. But, okay, let's continue. We have more rares to do, okay? Now, the first one that I'm going to toss in the B tier is Squilliam. He has gotten a significant buff. He is now one of, like, the best. Like, he's in a group of one of the best units in rarity now. And then we also have Bubble Buddy, who's also in that group. But Squilliam's full AoE, Bubble Buddy's line, so Bubble Buddy's a little bit worse than Squilliam. But they both go, like, 150 plus waves compared to, like, the 140s of the previous rares that are in the C tier. So these are some pretty good units. And I know a lot of you guys have a ton of them, so they might be worth fusing, might be worth getting that 5-star shiny Wumbo. Then the next units we're going to look at, guys, are 1, the Krusty Krab. That's going to go at the top of B here above these two just because of its utility, baby. Actually, you know what? It's an S tier unit, okay? No, don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. I think I'm making this S tier just because if you don't have one, there's a lot of stuff in the game that you can't really do. Like, if you have a really good loadout without a Krusty Krab, you're not going to be able to place a lot of units, especially when you're, like, thinking of challenges and, like, some of the harder raids. Like, you need one of these. So, boom, right there, S tier. Guys, 500 more likes, and we're going to drop another code. And the third code is the OP one. It's pretty good. It's pretty solid. It's a nice little bundle. So make sure you hit that like button. Okay, so that's the Krusty Krab. Then we have Band Geek Sandy. Now, she, in my opinion, is tied or one of the best rare units. So I'm gonna give her a B. She's a great starter. She's probably one of the go-to starters if you're going to use a rare starter. You can place 4 of her. They're relatively cheap. They're not as expensive as epics. Epics you can only place 3 of. So she's like a really good choice when it comes to starter units. But she is line, and she's kind of like a Larry the Lobster attack type. So you have to place her accurately. And if you don't, it's going to be a huge problem for you, and you're going to fail big time. And same with Karate Sandy. She's better than Squilliam, better than Bubble Buddy, better than all these. She goes nearly 160 plus waves, and but she's single attack. So again, you have to know how to place her and use her. So Band Geek Sandy is a little bit better than Karate Sandy. And now, guys, for, in my opinion, the greatest of all the rares, I think it's going to be obvious here. It is Elastic Waistband. One, because he's full AoE. His AoE is huge, and boom. His AoE is huge. He's one of the strongest units in all of the rares, so he is the best rare in my opinion. And the last rare is Slappy Laszlo, who I am going to put, I'm going to put him at the bottom of this B tier, but he's definitely an upgrade on Gary, so if you have a Gary and a Slappy, switch to Slappy. He's better. Slappy's actually really strong too. He's about as strong as like the Old Man Jenkins unit, so definitely better than Band Geek and Old Man Jenkins in terms of they can slow and he's got decent power. So, boom. And then Elastic is king of the rares still, but it's like a 3-way tie up here. It just depends what you prefer: full AoE, line, or single attack. But when we get better attack priorities, this Sandy unit could go crazy for boss killing, like in a big way. But now let's go to the epics. And the epics, they're all really, really good. I feel like I had to put a few of them in B tier though. So let's go find and hunt down some of these. The first epic I want to place is, where is he? Larry the Lobster. I'm going to put him in B tier. He's better than all of these rares, but you know, he's line. You have to know how to use him. But if you do know how to use him, he's really, really good. Lord Tango, thank you so much for the super chat. I am glad you watched the video and liked it. W. Zach. Well, thank you so much, Lord Tango. It was an amazing video. Daniel sent me, well, sorry, you guys don't know who Daniel is. Daniel's our lead artist. He's our art director. He is like the creative genius behind everything you see in the game. Obviously, we have a great team of artists that work alongside him, but Daniel's pushing our art direction forward. He sent me your video. It was amazing. Definitely using some of your quality of life recommendations. I really appreciate all the like UI mock-ups and stuff too. If you guys noticed, update 18 was like a lot of quality of life changes. We plan to do more and more every single week this month to continue to make the game better and just more accessible. Like this was a big free-to-play update where free-to-play players have new ways to get lots of great rewards, like through the season pass, through playtime rewards, and through factions, and allowing everyone to change a faction because of the new season. Like, so hopefully you guys have been enjoying it. The second code is 100 likes away. Okay, so Larry the Lobster, we got him placed. I'm going to put Baby Prunes. Okay, Baby Prunes, she got a really massive buff. She was going 28 waves, now she goes 168. Okay, so she got a massive buff. She is a little bit expensive though to place. She's like a little bit more than rare units, and you can only place 3 of her. But she does go further than Elastic Waistband and further than Band Geek Sandy and Karate Sandy, but just barely by like by like a wave or 2. So I'm actually, because of her cost and her rarity, being only able to place 3 of them, I'm going to put her behind these 3 rares, but she still is significantly better. Like if we did this tier list with the original stats, she'd be like D tier, F tier, probably F tier because of how many you could place. So she's gotten a huge jump since the last time we've done this. And not to mention how rare she is and how much value she has in the trade world, but she is now actually a competitive unit that you could put on your squad for the lols, you know, so. Okay, so speaking of units that are a little underwhelming, but still solid, like solid starters, we have Texas Sandy. So let me find Texas Sandy. Here she is. So I'm going to put her just below Baby Prunes. Texas Sandy, what does she do? She is line just like Baby Prunes. I think Baby Prunes has a little bit more cool factor, but she'll go just as far as some of these more OP rares. So for the cost, and you can only place 3, so you get less map coverage, she's going to be behind those units a little bit. Then we have anyone else I want to place here. Let's go with Mermaid Man SpongeBob. So Mermaid Man SpongeBob is a line unit. I'm going to put him below Larry, even though he's just as strong wave-wise. But Larry gets way better map coverage because of the line he leaves. And as players kind of run through it, or enemies run through it, they like take constant damage and ticks. So I'm going to put him just below, but still really, really good. He could make anybody's squad. Then we have Band Geek Patrick. Let's find Band Geek Patrick. He got a nice buff. He is, I believe, line as well. But I think his attack cooldown is like really, really fast. I'm going to put him above Mermaid Man SpongeBob, but still below Larry, because Larry's attack lingers and like continues to do damage. So like, it's just, I like that a lot more. Then we have Karen. My girl Karen got a massive buff, guys, okay? She was going 14 waves, okay? 14. She goes 182 now. So she literally got like a 13 or 14 times buff. But, I am still going to put her below Mermaid Man SpongeBob. And that's just because of preference and how I use units. I feel like these units are still a little bit better to my playstyle. Now, we are going to Band Geek Plankton, who is Splash, so easier to use. You don't have to quite know how to place him like a line unit. So I'm going to put him above Larry just because if you're not good at using Larry and don't understand where to place him, he's going to be harder to have success with than like this Splash unit of Band Geek Plankton. Okay, are we going to have any epics in the A tier is probably what you guys are wondering. Well, you're going to have to buckle in and find out, because we're going to go to Atomic Flounder next, who I think, you know, he's a good unit. He is full AoE, so but it's like a small range to what he can really do and who he can hit and attack. I'm like literally looking for Atomic Flounder right now. Atomic Flounder, dude, where are you? Well, we have Dirty Bubble too. We haven't done Dirty Bubble yet. Dirty Bubble's AoE, but again, small AoE. So I'm gonna put him behind Larry. But he's pretty much just as good as all of these units right here. It's just the Splash. This is like much bigger Splash with a larger range compared to small AoE, and then this has got those lines of dirt that stay and continue to do damage. Who was I looking for that I couldn't find? Oh, we have Princess Mindy. Dude, Princess Mindy got a massive buff, okay? Princess Mindy is actually going to shock a lot of you guys. She's A tier, okay? Boom, I said it. She's A tier. We hit 2,500 likes. Time to drop another code. Get ready. The next code, guys, will rock your socks. Robo Dino, thank you for the $2 super chat. How good is Goofy Sea Bear going to be? That is a mount. So the Sea Bear is going to be an exclusive mount in factions, and each one is totally different than the other factions. Like, it's different colorway, different face texture. It's really cool. Yo, how do I get my Olympian SpongeBob I worked hard for? We have a list of all people that, and thank you so much for the super chat, Yogi. We have a list of all the people on the season pass and the all-time pass. We're going to cross-reference those on Tuesday and reward people that didn't receive their Olympian. Here is the code. Billy Bob Games, thank you for asking for what the code is. Let me quickly grab it. So this code is a good way to just get something high value really quick. Hopefully this turns secret for you guys. But mythic tiers, bro. But tiers like tier list, am I right? That's the last small code. The next one is a nice bundle of stuff, but we have to get to 3,500 likes. So you guys gotta smash that like button right now. Okay, so let's see here. What was I doing? What unit was I even talking about? Okay, so there's Sand Creature. Oh, Mindy. Yes, Mindy is A tier. Okay, Mindy is A tier because Yogi is crazy. Thanks, Yogi, for the super chat. So she can go almost 200 waves, making her like better than all of these rares, all of these epics. Plus, you know, she's not fully AoE or Splash, but her line attack is huge and the range is massive. So it's like, she's really, really good. She could definitely be a starter on your squad if you don't have one of these other units I'm about to talk about. But, you know, if you don't, she's really good. I'm going to put Atomic Flounder just above Karen, but below Mermaid Man, SpongeBob, and this Band Geek Patrick. He is full AoE, but again, his AoE is small, and he's definitely not as strong as this Karen unit, but it's just easier to place him and use him. So I'm going to put him slightly above her. Actually, you know what? No, I am. But this Dirty Bubble is better than Atomic Flounder for sure. Okay, so now the last two epics. And Sand Creature is a really, really solid epic. I'm going to put him above Mindy because he's full AoE. He goes nearly 200 waves, and you know he's in the gem summon, relatively easy to get. He definitely edges out Mindy. But the best epic, and you guys know this one, is Granny Tentacles, who I am absolutely going to put in S tier above the Krusty Krab because this unit is the starter unit of starter units. If you guys have her, use her. If you haven't grinded challenges yet, grind them. Try to get a 5-star shiny Wumbo of her. She will carry you. She is better than some legendary units and really actually could even compete with a handful of mythic units. So she is an absolute sleeper unit. So S tier. I would put her S plus just because of how crazy it is compared to her rarity, but I think that would be too much. That'd be too crazy. I'm actually going to put Mindy and Sand Creature down here just because Granny Tentacles is like that much better. They need space between her. So, but they're at the very top. These are the best epics in my opinion. I would rock Sand Creature if I had him. Otherwise, Larry the Lobster is another big favorite of mine. I do have like Shiny Wumbo 5-star Mindy too on my free-to-play. So, but Granny Tentacles, without a doubt, that's going to round out our epics. We have the Bargain Mart, which is there an image for that one here? There is. I'm going to drop the Bargain Mart to a bottom of the B tier. I already have like a really good Krusty Krab, and the Bargain Mart just, it eventually becomes good, but I already have a really good Krusty Krab. I have a Shiny Wumbo, level 100, 5-star. So I don't see the real need to grind for it. I'm actually going to put him at like the middle of C tier here, right below all these rares. It does get really, really, really good if you put the time into it, but it's in the conch summon. It's harder to get. You know, the Krusty Krab does the job for now. Now, when the meta changes with like PvP and like Tower of Karate and boss battles, like Bargain Mart might have more of a use, but in the current meta today, I'm going to put it down here. Don't really need it. So I'm actually going to put it down here. I'm doing it. It is a D tier below Gary, just for now in the current meta. So don't shoot, please. Okay, let's go to legendaries now. This is gonna be so hard. There's so many good legendaries. This is gonna be really difficult. But let's start with like some of the least good legendaries first, and then kind of work our way to like some of the better ones. So, in my opinion, the worst legendary is probably this Plankton. I'm actually gonna put him below the Band Geek Plankton and the Larry the Lobster, and the Bubble Buddy and the Band Geek. Yeah. No. And okay, there. That's where he'll stop. So he goes like 182 plus waves in Endless, which is kind of where these land. Some of the more OP like epics, but like. His attack type is Pierce, but like his range is small. I mean, he's just not like the best unit. Can we get Knockback, push the start of track? Oh, that would be sick. Robert, thank you for the super chat. That's a really good suggestion. Patty Obsessed. I forgot about Patty Obsessed. See, this is why you look at the chat, people. Oh, there he is. Okay, so Patty Obsessed Squidward. Oh, boy. I'm going to have to reference my material here. Because I like him because he's full AoE and he's like got a lot of AoE, like a very big range. I'm going to put him above Mindy, but below Sea Creature. He's not as strong as Mindy, but like the full AoE and the kind of map coverage you get is better than Mindy. But Sand Creature is still better than him overall with power, and he's full AoE as well. So I think that's good. Granny Tentacles still reign supreme there. Now the next legendary I want to go over is, oh, this is hard because I'm like looking and trying to decide where I want to put some of these right now. You know what? Let's go with Mr. Krabs. Okay, Mr. Krabs is a splash unit. He got a significant buff. He was going 113 waves. Now he's going 197. I'm going to put him just below Sea Creature. Even though Sea Creature is like a wave or two weaker than him, you can only place 2 of Mr. Krabs, so you get less map coverage. He's more expensive, but, you know, I think he's still a decent legendary. He's way more common in the summon, so you can easily get him Shiny Wumbo and get him 5-starred. So in that case, he'd be better, but at just base level 1, that's what I'm basing this off of, and boom, Sand Creature, he takes the lead. Okay, so let's see. Let's go with Handsome next. Handsome, I'm going to put A tier. Obviously, if you don't have a Dream Gary, this is the goated slow unit in the game. Like, this is what you're using. A lot of people have Shiny Wumbo, 5-star Handsome Squidward. I have that on my free-to-play account too. So, like, this is the dude that you need on your squad if you don't have Dream Gary. So he is going to get an A tier. I almost want to put him S tier, but I'm going to hold off for now just because I just don't know if I want to go there, because we have Mythics and Secrets, which are going to be an A, S, and S+. So I don't want to go too crazy just yet. But he is like the slow unit if you don't have Dream Gary, and not a lot of people do. And he now got a huge buff. He used to only go like 99 waves, and now he goes over 180 waves. So again, he's still a really strong legendary, just like Mr. Krabs, but he also has the slowing effect. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. I have water here. Okay, let's continue. I am going to go with, let's go with like some of the mid-tier legendaries. We're going to put Flying Dutchman above Sand Creature, just because Flying Dutchman, he goes a bit more waves than Sand Creature, and he also, I don't know, I think he just has like bigger range too. So I'm going to go him. Snow Mollusk, where is Snow Mollusk? There he is, or she. I'm going to put Snow Mollusk here at the top of B tier for now, because it has like the Larry type of attack. And it got a significant buff, so if you guys have gotten a lot of Snow Mollusks from the Challenger Crate, this is time to fuse them and start using them. Like, they're actually pretty solid units now. After that, we have Miss Up Here, who also got a big buff. Obviously, everything got a big buff. I'm going to put her above Flying Dutchman, but below Snow Mollusk because of Snow Mollusk, like ice that stays on the ground. I think that deals a lot more damage over time. Band Pearl is the next one I want to find. She's full AoE. She got a nice buff. We are going to put her at the top of the B tier because full AoE, who doesn't love a full AoE Pearl? Doing justice for the Pearl in the C tier. And then we have, who else do I want to throw in this tier? Let's see. Bandgeek SpongeBob. Bandgeek SpongeBob, I'm going to put above Pearl because he does the Pierce and full AoE attack. So he like does full AoE and then like a line attack, I'm pretty sure. Like a little bit of a combo. And he's about just as strong as Pearl, so I'm going to put him above her in this list just because of the combo attacks. Then, when do I want to move some of these up? Okay, I think I know what I want to do. I'm going to define some of the A tier units of Legendary really quick. There's only going to be a handful of them. We're going to put Spot here at A tier, and then we're going to put JoJo here at A tier, just above Handsome Squidward. And I'm going to put, do I want to put Spot ahead of JoJo? I'm going to put Spot ahead of JoJo just because he's Splash, and he'll deal like more like sweeping damage. So I'm going to put him above JoJo, but these are our A tier legendaries, because we have a legendary that's going S+, so get ready, buckle in, but I won't reveal that just yet. We're going to continue through. We have Tango Karen. Okay, this unit drops from the Chum Bucket, guys, and I know a lot of you have not grinded for her. She went from wave 99 to 224 now, which I'm going to just have to put her actually in the A tier at 224. Like, absolutely insane. She still is only line AoE, so we're not going to go crazy, but you know what? Since we're not going to go crazy, I'm going to put her above SpongeBob. There we go. She's B tier still, but 224 waves makes her like one of the best legendaries in the game. Then we have Doodle Bob, who does Pierce. He's going to go above Tango Karen. He goes like 224 waves as well. And then we have, who else do we have? We have, ooh, okay. This is where it's going to get hard. Perch Perkins. Okay, let's go find Perch Perkins. Perch. Dude, I am so blind. Like, you watch people do, oh, here we go. Perch Perkins, we're going to put him, because of his value, you know, of how, like, rare he's going to be over like the coming months, I'm going to have him slightly edge out, oh, I don't know if I could have him edge out all of these. He's just going to be so valuable soon just because not a lot of people have him, and people are going to be burning him to fuse him eventually. But he is line. I'm not going to go crazy. He's better than Handsome Squidward. He can be an A tier. Oh, man, this is tough. But we have an S+ unit, and that is Dream Patrick, who goes nearly 295 waves as a legendary. You can place 3 of this dude. He's got legendary cost, and he can go almost 300 waves. So he's a sneaky secret. It's like that situation with Granny Tentacles. He's like one of those units that are so far above his class, like just to like let you guys know, these all go like 225 or so waves. But this guy goes like 295 on Conche. So he's going S+. Let me know what you guys think. Dream Patrick, S+, W or L? W or L? But that was in our tests. Yeah, he goes. He goes, baby. Dream Patrick didn't get a nerf. I saw a couple people say that, but we didn't do anything. His damage calculation looks different, but he didn't get nerfed. He actually still goes 295. Go test him in Conche. And if he doesn't, I'll go fix him. But yeah, we didn't nerf him. Grayson Pops, thank you so much for the super chat. But let me know, guys. I can go test him later today. If he doesn't go 295, I'm going to fix him. His damage might look different because he was displaying just like damage that didn't make sense, but he should go 295. If he doesn't, I'll fix him. But this is the values that we got in testing. So, and I still believe. Now, one that I need to pull here is a couple of these like limited units. We have Glove World SpongeBob, who is still in the Glove World area. He is a decent legendary. He does splash damage. He's still one of the weaker legendaries, but because of splash, I'm going to put him just below Snow Mollusk, but above these other few legendaries here. And then we have a limited. We're going to go with our Soaring Starfish, who did also get like a nice little buff, but I'm still going to put them. I'm going to put them right below. I'm going to put them right below Patty Obsessed Squidward and Sand Creature, and Mindy and Band Geek there. But he has good map coverage. He chases units all the way around his entire range. Not a half bad unit, and he's going to be more rare over time as we get further from Valentine's Day, but definitely a B tier unit. Then the last limited I think we have, pretty sure, is the Olympian SpongeBob, who is obviously S+, above Dream Patrick. He goes like 322 waves in Endless A. This is a really, really good unit, even at level 1, so S+, baby, probably the best unit in the game. But now let's move on to, we forgot Easter Buddy SpongeBob as well. This is a unit that because of rarity and stuff, I'm going to place him. He's splash. I'm going to place him. I'm going to place him right here. Okay, he's not going to be as rare. He was easier to get than some of these other limiteds. But you know, and he's as strong as like Perch, JoJo, and Spot with his buff. So I'm going to put him right here. He can hang in the A tier for now. But now it's time to get into the mythics, okay? We're going to start with Hibernation Sandy, okay? Hibernation Sandy got a mega buff. She is going to go very top of the A tier. She is absolutely insane. She's still like a line type unit, but I think she does have some pierce now. So I'm going to put her up here. Man Ray, I am going to punish Man Ray. He is very strong, much improved, went from 98 waves to 224, but He can only place 2. He's more expensive. So I'm going to put him actually right here, just above Handsome Squidward. But these units also go very similar in length and are cheaper, and you can place more of them, so you get more map coverage. So Man Ray's right there. Yeah, we have the limited secret agent Patrick. I'm waiting. Okay, then we have Mermaid Man. Now I know, guys, Mermaid Man's damage looks absolutely nutty. It looks insane, but some of these units display like insane damage, and we're trying to fix that. Like, we're not nerfing them or anything. Like, the damage number it's showing, it's just crazy. It's not that strong. Like, it's strong. It goes, he was going 42 waves, which is bad, and now he's going 238. So he's a really solid mythic, but those damage numbers, man, that they're juice. They look ridiculous, but he's one of the first ever mythics in the game, and a lot of people have him shiny Wumbo and 5-star because of all the ways you can get those. So for that reason, I'm going to put him above Hibernation Sandy, but I do think his stats are deceiving, and we're going to try to figure out how to display the stats more accurately over the next coming updates. So, but I will put him at top of A for now just because his stats look crazy. The next one is my boy GG Rock. I absolutely love GG Rock, but he is going to fall just short of some of these legendaries and limiteds, in my opinion, because you can only place 2. They're more expensive. But he was in the season pass a couple seasons ago. He's a little bit more rare. He's better than Man Ray, just barely. So he's going to go just above Man Ray, but below some of these legendaries and limiteds. The next one is Pinhead Larry. Now, Pinhead Larry, I like his attack, but it's just line. So I think he suffers a little bit there. I think I'm going to put him right below Hibernation Sandy. He's better than these legendaries for sure, though. Now, this is where we're getting into some crazy territory after this next one. Bangeek Mrs. Puff. She is Pierce, so she's better than Pinhead Larry. I'm not going to say she's better than these 2 units, though. Now, Sea Rhino, guys. Come on now. Sea Rhino, right? He's like one of the best mythics in the game, if not the best mythic in the game. He's got to go S tier at the very minimum, and I might go S plus eventually, but he's so good, but he's not like 10 times better than any of the other mythics. He's like marginally better. So he goes like 270 when some mythics go like 224, 225. So he is better, but it's not like this Dream Patrick that goes 295 and this Granny that goes 240, which were crazy for their rarities. So I'm going to put him S at the top of S. We're at 3,500 likes, guys. So I got another code for you. Let me grab it. And I have one more code I could give, or I might give it tomorrow. We'll have to see. But here it is, Tears of the Kingdom, but tiers like a tier list. Am I right, guys? Am I right? Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. There we go. This one gives you 1,000 gems, 10 magic conches, and 10 epic plus treasure chests. Because I love you, and I appreciate you guys coming to the stream. We're almost done. I'm going faster now. We're going to wrap up any minute now. We're going to go to Caveman SpongeBob. Mega buff, dude. This dude was so bad. Was going 56 rounds. Now he goes 266. He has pretty good range, and he is Splash. I am going to put him above these 2 mythics because he's very rare, and he is technically stronger than both of these mythics. So he's going to go at the top of the A tier. Not S tier, though. Even though he has like S tier numbers like Sea Rhino, he can go just as many waves as Sea Rhino in Conche Endless. King Neptune is the next dude we're pulling out. This guy is, what? Is he Splash? He's Splash. I'm going to put him just above Hibernation Sandy, just below his buddy Mermaid Man here. And then we're going to go to Captain Magma, which, dude, his range is insane. His Splash is so good. If we had Burn to Captain Magma, he's an S tier. But right now, I'm going to put him below Hibernation Sandy. Then we have Dirty Dan. Dirty Dan, I am going to put you just above these legendaries, but you're not going to get to climb any higher than that, I'm afraid. I'm sorry, Dirty Dan. I love you, Dirty Dan. Actually, Dirty Dan, I have to move you down a little bit. I have to move you down just a slight marginal amount. I think I have to move you down. I have to move you down like here, I think. I think I'm gonna move him even below Handsome Squidward. He's strong. He got a nice buff, but not crazy enough to warrant like, you know, like having him on your squad if you have some of these other ones. Bang Geek Crab's got a nice buff too, but again, you can only place 2 of him. I'm gonna place him above Dirty Dan because he's more like limited and harder to get, but still not close to one of the best mythics. Realistic Fish Head, the OG, big AoE and easy to use. I think because of that, he's going to get a little bit of love from me, but not a lot, dude. Not a ton. You're going to go below Captain Magma with your friend Smitty. You guys are both great, but I don't know if you're S tier great just yet. And then what else do we have? Okay, we have the Quickster, whose AoE is insane. With Jellyfish Jam, this dude's great because he can jam a bunch of people around him. But I think he falls a little bit short of some of the other AoE units in the mythic tiers. But because of his range, I am going to put him above these legendaries, but below some of these other mythics. And then what else do we have? Richard. Richard got a big buff. He goes decently far now. He is a line attack unit though, so again, you have to kind of know how to use him. So I'm gonna put him just below Quickster. What else? Bubbles the Dolphin actually got a really nice buff. Bubbles the Dolphin is going to go just behind Mermaid Man and Caveman SpongeBob. What else do we got? We got Lord Poltergeist, dude, out of the challenge crates. He is going to go just above Bubbles the Dolphin because he's got full AoE compared to Line. So definitely better than Bubbles. Maybe even better than Mermaid Man, honestly. I won't do that to you guys. I know the number big. Number big is good. Handsome Plankton. He's last season's mythic. I'm going to drop him right to here. He is Splash. So I'm going to edge him out of some of these other units. There we go. Now we're into our last few mythics. We have Tattletale Strangler, who's full AoE, okay? Full AoE, this unit, definitely an S tier unit. Full AoE, goes 266 waves. That's like the mecca of all mythics, 266 waves. Then we have Tiff, who goes about 239 waves. I'm going to put Tiff just below these units here. Tiff is Splash as well as Handsome, and she's a little bit easier to get. Then we have Bert, who I'm going to place just below Lord Poltergeist. Bert is Splash as well. And then we have, oh gosh, we're already to our, oh, we don't have Madam Hagfish. If I had to place Madam Hagfish today, it would be below Tattletale Strangler or just above Tattletale Strangler in the S tier. But we don't have her yet because I'm letting you guys play with her and kind of decide some of this stuff for yourself. Okay, but now we're to the secrets. This is where it's going to get sketchy. This is where it's going to get difficult. Okay, this is what we gotta keep our eyes on the prize here. The weakest of the secrets, but still better than pretty much any unit in the game, is going to be our boy Cyborg Plankton at 280 waves. But I mean, if you know how to really place him with his Pierce, like on things like Murmalair and stuff, like it's insane. It's amazing. Then Sea Bear, I'm actually going to place him just below Cyborg Plankton because of how he pursues enemies. He can get distracted sometimes, and he might not be as reliable as Cyborg, just placed piercing through units on a straight path. So those are the S tier secrets. They're better than most units in the game. Obviously, these two units actually do beat these secret units, this Dream Patrick. But let's go ahead now to what's going to be the least controversial right now. Okay, this is going to be controversial. But Robot Mantis, I am going to put Robot Mantis at the bottom of S+. This thing comes shiny Wumbo, if you get it. If you guys don't know how to get Robot Mantis, you have to be AFK for 1,000 hours. It comes to you as a shiny Wumbo secret unit, and it goes 336 waves, which is technically further than Olympian SpongeBob, but this unit's really hard to get. You have to AFK for 1,000 hours. It's meant to take a long time to get. So for that reason, I'm going to put it at the bottom of S+, but it is technically the strongest unit you just get at level 1. that comes to you level 1. It's just, it's shiny Wumbo by default, so we're not going to count that. Then we have Dennis and Alaskan Bullworm that I feel like are really, really good units. Now, Dennis is full AoE, Alaskan Bullworm is Pierce. And I am going to go ahead, I am going to place Dennis above Dream Patrick and Alaskan Bullworm just behind Dennis. Dennis with that full AoE is absolutely insane, and it does burn as well, like sustaining damage to enemies. And I know like the Alaskan Bullworm does like a freeze burn. It's really, really good, but again, you have to know how to use Pierce units. This one is more shut your brain off, super easy. So he's gonna go just above. Now we have some of the other ones here. Dream Gary, okay? Dream Gary, now with its buff, Dream Gary was going 112 waves. It's going 210 now, which is like, you know, weak mythic range, but that's slow. That sleep is so good. I am going to have to edge Dream Gary out ahead of these two secrets just because this thing changes your life when you get it. Like, it slows units down to almost a stop, and now it also deals really good damage. Like 210 waves on its own. One Dream Gary placed in Conche went 210 waves. Its power is unmatched. It's better than a lot of these mythics in power, and it has sleep. So that might be controversial, but like, dude, like if you get your hands on this unit, it makes all of your other units stronger because it slows everything down and allows your other units more hits. So I just have to put it there. But now we're going to Spongehenge, okay? And also the Hash Slinging Slasher, okay? Spongehenge is hard to get. 10 prestiges to get this. Takes a lot of time. But it's undeniably one of the best units in the game. Full AoE. Its AoE is absolutely insane. Like, it's a cream of the crop unit. And most of the people that have a Spongehenge probably have this Olympian SpongeBob now, too. Just two of the best units for some of the best and most dedicated players. Thank you, Fabian, for joining the Krabby crew. Appreciate you. So now, Hash Slinging Slasher. Where is he going? Is he better than Spongehenge? Is he not? Where are we going to put this dude? The thing is, okay, I've designed these units and balanced these units, and Spongehenge and Hash Slinging Slasher go very similar rounds in Conche. Hash Slinging Slasher does that initial attack where it goes and hits a unit, like an enemy, and then it like does an explosive AoE. So when we get better attack types like boss, like strongest, weakest, and fastest, Hash Slinging Slasher targeting only strongest for its little like go hit pierce, like that could edge it out over Spongehenge. So when we get that, where you can like set strongest, weakest, or fastest attack priorities, Hash Slinging Slasher is better in every way. I still want to make him better than Spongehenge, but they're so closely tied. When we get better attack priorities, because he has that second attack type where he goes and hits an enemy, then AoEs, he'll be better than Spongehenge then. But in the current meta, Spongehenge, its AoE is huge. People have shiny Wumbos. People have 5 stars of it now. And this one is still pretty hard to get out of the secret chest. So I'm going to put him just below Spongehenge. And then we have our 2 limiteds. Thank you so much for the join of the member of Vagril. I appreciate you. Bemi, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Zach, my dad left in 2014. Any advice? Well, I'll be back soon. I told you I was just going down the road to grab something. No need to be so needy. So chill. I'll be right back. So, okay, we have these 2 units. We have Secret Agent Patrick, okay? Everyone's grinding for this bad boy. We have not fully balanced this unit yet. So I can't speak to how powerful he's going to be, but I am going to assume he is going to land somewhere in the A tier, okay? I'm not 100% sure where just yet, but for safety's sake, he's not in the game yet. I can't say where he's really going to land, but let's say he's here. He's a strong unit. Maybe he edges out Bubbles even, but he's not like the strongest unit in the game. He's not going to best out any secrets. I think it might even be safe to put him like somewhere like right here, just above Handsome Squidward or Handsome Plankton. Really solid unit. We haven't fully balanced him yet. We'll see, but that's where I put him. And then the obviously best unit in the game, the Pioneer Rock, is S+, baby. Thank you so much, Idiocy, for the super chat. Make common unit, Gary. Do 1 billion base damage. That sounds like a great idea. But there we go. Pioneer Rock, best unit, worst unit, SpongeBob in SpongeBob Tower Defense. How ironic. But thank you guys so much for watching this stream. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to give you the second code just because I care about you guys and appreciate you hanging out. This one was supposed to go up tomorrow, but I am feeling generous. This is going to give you 10,000 coins, 10 trait rerolls, and 10 rare treasure chests. So get on, enjoy the codes. Hopefully you guys enjoy the tier list. I feel like I'm going to share this in the Discord so you guys can use it and you can make your own tier list. I want to see your takes in the Discord media chats. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the like button before you leave. Subscribe. We got more videos all weekend, all week, every day. Okay, until next time, guys. See you later.